I'm Ali McCaw. I'm a puppeteer, and with my colleague Vicky Maxfield, we set up the LAL Collective just last year, very much in response to what was happening with COVID, and reckoning that we needed to carry on doing the work that we really wanted to, that we enjoyed doing. And what we felt was perhaps missing from quite a lot of organisations, particularly maybe the bigger ones, was actually working with communities. So not doing art to people, but working with communities and schools to celebrate their stories. What is it to be proud of, and discover things. I think sometimes Cumbria is very good at hiding some of its shining lights under a bushel, and over the years I've done a lot of projects sort of exploring our heritage, and as I say, learnt so much with our participating groups, which has led to performances, films, exhibitions, and that's what the LAL Collective is really about. And we're kind of really happy to be working in Maryport at the moment. All our work really is very much concentrated on the west coast of Cumbria, working in schools with groups, and just kind of celebrating who we are, and saying there is more to Cumbria than the Lake District, dare one say. We've created a programme of work called The Sands of Time, and it's working with 7 of the Maryport cluster schools. We were introduced to them by the Centre for Leadership for Performance, and it was very much the drive of the schools that they wanted to be able to get back, celebrate their communities. And although we can't work with all 7 schools together because it would be too terrifying with over 150 children, we've created a project that introduces the children to Hilda, the honeycomb worm. And this is Hilda, who has visited all schools and proved to be an absolute hit. Hilda is a honeycomb worm that makes these amazing reefs that can be found from Allenby coming down into Maryport Harbour. And she does this expertly by spitting out from her mouth and rolling her spit in grains of sand and fragments of seashell, and they create these wonderful reefs. Now, in reality, Hilda would only be about between 5 to 10 centimetres long, but they create reefs that are up to 1 metre high, 4 metres long, and they really are the nursery bed to our natural sea life. Without them, there's no spawning grounds for our fish. Even the real big boys, going right up to basking sharks, rely on these reefs to create shelter, food sources. And we felt that this was a fantastic thing to celebrate with the children, because Maryport up to Allenby have got some of the best examples, definitely in Europe, if not around the world. And it's a natural habitat that needs our support and protection. And the schools together have created a story around Hilda. Each school did a chapter and then it passed to the next school. And we're currently working with them making shadow puppets, which will film for their chapter of the story, and it will go up online, accessible via QR code, so that people can actually, where any visitor, locals, everybody, will not just celebrate Hilda, but also the fantastic imaginations of our Maryport children.